Load up in there. Hi, hi, hi. All right, y'all, it's about 6 o'clock here. It's day 24. I'm putting this in before I videoed this morning. The video is gonna be up late. Mainly because when I was hauling those calves to town, like you guys will see at the end of this video, my wheel almost fell off. It started smoking. My wheel bearing failed. And so for the last, I don't even know, probably 6 hours, my uncle came and helped me. We had to get the tire off, wheel bearing off, replace the wheel bearing. It's kind of a crap show. So tomorrow's video will be repacking my wheel bearings on my trailer, so you'll see that. But I'm gonna post a video right now, so it'll probably be up by about 8 o'clock. So sorry for the late post, day 24. Let's hop into the video. Thanks for watching. You guys, Nick Novak back for another day on the HSR today. Day 25, we're halfway to 50. It's been a fun video every single day. So if you haven't watched my last 24 videos, go back and watch. Today, I guess if you remember yesterday, we did all the work on the chicken coop to get new chickens. We ended up getting the new chickens. It was kind of a trip, let's just say that, trying to get those chickens. But we got them. They look good. Just when we got them, it was kind of a crap show. But anyways, figured I'd give you guys a tour of my machine shed. Been doing a little bit of work here and there. Last night we came and worked on it, so got the alfalfa over there like we did 2 days ago. I ended up buying some hooks to kind of put the shovels and stuff up, make it look a little bit nicer, and get them out of the way from that corner. It just didn't look very good. I ended up putting my fuel over there, and then all my spraying material, stuff like that, on that shelf. I moved the shelf. Mower back there, skid steer, and if you remember, we moved the protein tubs and wire back there, kind of get out of the way. It cleans it up. It really opens it up to where it's not so much stuff over here at the front. This toolbox, I used that to get the chickens yesterday, so that's why that's gone. So I need to figure out what I want to do there. I'm thinking about hanging these shelves right there for some storage. I think that would look good. So we'll see. We might get her done. But anyways, kind of got stuff putting away there. We're not done yet. There's still a few more things I want to do, but we'll do that a different day. Anyways, guys, what I want to do now is we'll take the Jeep to the chickens. I want to move their chicken feed from the barn into their coop, because now that we have a bunch, probably need to keep refilling their deal every day, and I don't want to be going from the barn to the chicken coop every day. Just no reason to. Might as well have it all in one area. All the chicks are doing good. They're getting big. I had one fly out of here yesterday, so it's probably getting ready close to time to get those walls built back up. But we might do that tomorrow or something. If they get out, they shouldn't go far. So what I want to do is move this over there to the chicken coop. Got the chicken feed up there already. I'm gonna fill this up with some cracked corn. I'm gonna kind of do half and half, mainly because it'll be a lot cheaper using some of this, and I'll be able to kind of I'll probably do a 75-25 ration on it, which means 75% the chicken feed, the layer pellets, and the rest cracked corn. The cracked corn is gonna give them a little bit of protein, but also it's kind of more of a scratch grain for them, and it'll just save me money in the long run. So I'm gonna fill this up about halfway to where I can carry it, and we're gonna do that. But also, as you can see, this is my horse sweet feed. I don't think we're gonna have any horses here this winter, mainly because we took our 2 horses back to the feed jar where my dad works at. There's 2 guys gonna ride them this winter. Just kind of put some more miles on them, ride them in the feed jar, get them accustomed to tractors, loud noises, big steers, everything like that. It kind of just helps when they get out here in the pasture. If a car zooms by, they're not gonna get scared. If a bunny jumps out, they're not gonna get scared. So that's kind of why we sent them back. And so I'm just gonna use this tote for some crack corn. 2 scoops of that. And about 3/4 of a scoop of that. And we'll mix her up. So here they are, all are. There's a bunch of them. Maybe she's gonna start laying eggs. Let's hope. But no eggs yet. We didn't really expect them to start laying yet, simply because they just got here yesterday. Might take them a couple days to get in. And they were only on corn and milo, so once we get them on these layer pellets, it's really gonna help them, I think, start laying. So if you can see, there's a lot more layer pellets compared to the corn. But yeah, there's a lot of chickens in here. That's what we like to see. Yeah, she hasn't laid nothing yet. I think I'm actually gonna build a little feeder and put it over here on this wall. Because this isn't a big enough feeder for this many chickens. So that is the plan, at least right now. One thing that we thought was really weird, if you see, this is our chicken that we've raised, that we had on here before we got these new ones. Look at its feet, they're yellow. Look at all these chickens' feet, they're white. I looked it up and I think it's because of the nutrition, and they used to free range, and so I think that's why. But we just thought it was kind of funny how they. Well, I guess while we're here, I'll dump the water in this one, and we'll get new water for this. For us, we figured out that just watering with these 2 buckets and filling them every day is so much easier to do than just like a feeder like this. Sometimes it leaks and then it falls through, and it's just a pain in the butt. So that's what we do. They got all that new mulch in there pretty well, which is good to see. See those chickens in there probably for another day, and then we'll let them out here in their little pen. Like I said, we want them to be able to free range in here a little bit, and eventually we'll build a chicken tractor so that they can, we'll rotationally graze our chickens basically. But for this fall, basically, what we're gonna do is just kind of stay how we are. So we'll let them in here. Yeah, some might get out, but the majority of them should just kind of stay in there and kind of just go back between the feeder and out here in this little weed patch. That cow right there is bagging up pretty good. She kind of had a messed up bag last year, and she was gonna be on our cull list. But with as many opens as we had, we're like, well, if they're pregnant, we're keeping them. So, old 91, starting to drop a little bit. She's kind of a crazy cow. She's I could barely get her calf tagged last year, and it was about 12 hours old probably. Yeah, old 50's bagging up too. I'll give you guys kind of a backstory about these cows. So we actually bought these cows from a guy in Salina, which is about 2 hours east of us. It was been at the beginning of last summer. They had God's plenty of grass. They get probably 2 times as much rain as us out here. They could stock their pastures a lot better than we can. But he had grass for days. The one kicker was they never had a pond filling rain. So what kind of stunk for him was he had to get rid of his cows because all of his pastures were pond water. So he had to get rid of his cows. So we bought these cows. We got a freaking deal on them. After this year's calf crop, they'll be completely paid off. And so, and they're 5 and 6 year olds right now. So you can probably tell we got them pretty cheap. Jeez, pasture is so rough. Anyways, we really like these cows. They're big. That's the one thing that I'm not a super fan of, is how big they are. I mean, they're right now is probably the biggest they'll ever be, and I bet they weigh 1,400 pounds. They're big cows. I like, if I had to choose an 1,100 pound cow, maybe even 1,050. That just makes for a good solid cow. They have a good bag on them and have good condition. Even if you lose a little condition, they're not going to be so small to where they're going to stop milking or whatever. So I guess that's kind of my 2 cents of what I want in the future, I should say. So those 3 bottle calves that I have, the market's dropping and I'm almost out of all my cracked corn, and so I don't really know what to do. I don't really feel like buying another ton, spending another $266 on another ton of cracked corn. I know I could just use it for my cows or something. But I got to thinking, I said, why don't I try to, I asked my uncle, let's just say this. My uncle has a grow yard. He lives about, maybe from, as the crow flies, maybe like 35 miles from me to the east. Just right there around Gorm. And one second, I'm backing up to my trailer here. Okay. And I called him. We agreed on a price. He's gonna buy those 3 calves from me. He'll just feed them up to probably 600 pounds, throw them in a pen with some other calves. But then I can get rid of them. I have some bills that I want to get paid with all that asphalt I put in, the roof, stuff like that. And also he has a bunch of ground beef that we can buy from him, so we figure that in there too. So kind of just gonna make a little bit of a trade so I can get some stuff paid off. Then I also have to go on to the FSA office, and since we got paid from our bottle calves and we sold our fall calves a few months back, I want to pay our land payment. You know, there's things that I hate paying it this early in case something is to come up, but I don't know if you guys are like me, but if you have the money, if I have the money, somehow, some way it gets spent, and I cannot stand that. So I have the money to pay it. I'm gonna pay our land payment early, get it out of the way, then we can start saving for next year. That's kind of what we do around here, is we have to just save up for the next land payment. Hooked up, I'm gonna go and grab my flag. I'm gonna try to just take my pickup in there and make a wing with it and see if I can't just push those cows by foot. If it doesn't work, I'll run and come get the Jeep, but fingers crossed it does. Well, honestly, I'm right here in the Jeep. I might as well just put them in with it. get these hoodlums loaded. Gates are open. We're tied up. Let's get them in. Come on, kids. Load up in there. Hi, hi, hi. One thing I always do, I always double wrap gates. Doesn't matter if I'm hauling 3 cows or I'm hauling 25, it don't matter. I never want to lose a calf on the road. Once again, I am not risking it. I always wrap. Rather be safe than sorry. Let's get these girls off. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna run these calves to my uncle's. I don't know if he's keen on me videoing or not. Kind of an old school guy, so I probably won't video there. So I'll probably just end the video here. But yes, into the bottle calves here, maybe. We agreed on a price for all 3. Just a set number. But I'm gonna tell him I can't sell that blonde one for what I'm gonna sell those 2 little ones for. That blonde one's probably 150 pounds heavier, and that's when I raised from birth, and I'm not, if I sell her the price we agreed on, I'm only gonna make $75 on her, and that is not worth my time. So if he doesn't want to do that, which I'm no hard feelings, if not, I'll probably just bring her back so I can raise. I'll probably just sell her with my cows off the cow next month at the sale barn. I think I'll just make more money. So that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna haul these girls to the other side of Ellis County. So I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.